And about 15 years ago, I was on the Rolling Meadows campus, and there was a funeral that was happening, and so it was from a family, and this happens all the time, a family in our church wanted us to love on their family, but their family was not in faith yet, but maybe the father died or the mother died. In this case, the mother had died, and they said, well, can we have the funeral there? And some of the family members went to our church, and I knew some of them just kind of in a distant way, and so I thought, yeah, I better go check and see what's going on here. So I go down to the chapel in Rolling Meadows. Can you picture that? And I'm like, so here comes one of the family members out of the chapel with a big boom box on his shoulder. You know those big boom box things. And it's 15 years ago. Yeah, I don't see a lot of those now. I know, because you got it in your pocket, right? But it used to have to be a big thing to have a thing, and this was a big thing. And so I thought to myself, now, I don't know how many memorial services you've been to. I've been to a lot. In fact, I'd say I might be leading the pack here in who's been to the most funerals. I go to a lot of funerals. And Pastor Rick might be winning, though. And so I know that's like not a normal thing to have a boombox, right? Is that a normal thing? That's not a normal thing. So the question comes, bro, what's with the boombox? Oh, yeah, we're going to play a song at my mom's service. You know that thing that you have where, don't ask, just don't ask. But I'm like, I have a job to do, so I was like, I'm going to have to ask. And then I heard my mouth saying, what song are you going to be playing? And I tried to get the words back in, but I couldn't. And so, of course, having asked him what song he was going to be playing, he told me the answer. He said, well, we're going to be playing that Frank Sinatra song, I Did It My Way. Sadly, I was familiar enough with the lyrics to know that I would be fired by the elders, or should be, if I allowed that to be played in our church. Let me refresh your memory. Verse 1. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Now there's other scary lines. Regrets, I've had a few, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through. I charted each course. I did it my way. But this last verse puts it irretrievably in the ditch. If this is on your iPad or anything else, ask God for forgiveness and delete it now. Check. Last verse. For what is man? What has he got? If not himself, then he is not. To say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. Hands up if you're a kneeler. To say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows, listen to this anti-gospel statement. The record shows, I took the blows. I did it my way. So all this flashed through my mind in a moment, and I was like, that's the song they sing in hell. But I didn't say it out loud, I just thought it. I do have a filter. It does not always work. But I said, yeah, we're not singing that here, and back and forth, and no, we're doing it. He was pretty sure that it was going to happen. I said, well, it might happen, but it isn't going to happen in this building. And I can tell you the people of our church didn't give and sacrifice and work and pray to raise up a facility so that we could celebrate the central theme of all false religion, which is, I don't need Jesus Christ. Now, when you read this in the text, you're like, well, wouldn't it be awesome if Jesus told a story about that? He did. He told this parable to some who trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others.